here's the Stealth. It's got really crappy paint going on. Sun fading. Got some tape residue on it. Really bad sun fading on all the plastic here. Got some decent rims. I had repowder coated. They just need cleaned up. Decent wheels on them. Probably, yeah, those brand new wheels on there. I got all the paint and primered this hood on my own, but that's gonna have to be retouched. Got this whole car needs love. That's what we need to do. But the interior wasn't terrible. Carpet has got some stains to it. It was real dirty in here. So, like I was saying though, I already took out all the interior in the back. So then we'll get in here with the spot welder drill bit and take out all these spot welds to remove the floor pans. And there's another set of spot welds on the front edge of this here. It's still under the carpet, can't see it there. But once we get all that, we'll be able to pull this out. But as we can see, we got this built-in sway bar here. It goes across to the other shock towers in the back here. So we'll have to do, maybe put it in an aftermarket just to hold it into place. Do a universal one, be a little cheaper. Or I could even just weld in my own here, all the way to the other side here. And then got all these extra little pieces that we could take off that we won't need. We'll see. Think I'm going to leave the battery still underneath the hood. This one particularly, we have the single overhead cam. It's kind of a worthless motor here, but everything else is the same as the 3000 GT. All this stuff here, I'll put pictures up showing what I was doing with that. I was going to do a custom hood and I kind of botched it, left it, and took too long, didn't have a garage to do it in. This is not the stock battery, or the battery that's supposed to be in here. This is actually a Volkswagen battery. With that hood though, I was using plaster and spray foam, and this is what's left of it. I just want to show you guys a little bit more of this crappiness. This was at one point, I believe they said something about a rock going through the back windshield and they had it replaced. They also had a terrible job on this tinting that they did, because you can see it in the rear view. But it might have been a huge cinder block or something, because this is all Bondo. It's all cracking up and flaking out. Let me know what you guys think about deleting that rear spoiler. I've never liked that on the Stealth, but it reminds me of the Eagle Talon, their spoiler that they have. It just, I'm not a huge fan of it. I don't see the function. And also thinking about doing the retractable, or maybe even just the short little stubby one. It's only about this tall, flexible rubber kind of antenna. But yeah, just let me know. Today we're cleaning up the Stealth's act. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take out front seats here. That's 17 mil bolts in the back, 17 mil nuts in the front. We're going to take these out, then we're going to vacuum out the carpet and shampoo it. Then we're going to dye them black. I already got this side loosened up, so all I got to do is take it out, and then we're going to take this one out. So I just wanted to show you guys how bad the carpet is. We'll see if we can clean it up. It's got, I believe that oil got in here. And it looks pretty bad. So we're going to do our best to clean that out. So correction from earlier, they're 14 mil. we'll go ahead and take them out. Already got one side out. Here we go with the other. Keep track of your hardware because we're going to replace these seats with racing harness seats. Try to use the rails from it. Now that's out, let's push it back and do the same to the front. So this side's not as bad as the other. Here's your comparison. It's all dark brown. Like they might have put a bottle of used oil in the back and it spilt. You see it looks like it crept up the sides of the carpet there. And then this side's got some staining. Got a little bit over here. But like I said, when we dye this black, you're not going to see any of this. We just want to try and get most of the oil out as we can, especially from that side, so it'll hold the dye. This is going to suck. We're done with vacuuming. Let's move on to shampoo. Alright, now that we're clean and we're dry, we're going to go ahead and use some fabric dye. They say to use this with water. The last time I ever actually did it the way it wanted by the directions, the dye did not stick at all to the, I believe it was a shirt that I was dyeing black, a sweater or something. It did not hold any of the dye. I've redone floor mats before, and the way I did that was I just took cotton balls and upside down and dabbed from the cotton ball onto the floor mat, and it worked pretty well. That's the reason I even had this on hand. So let's go ahead. First step, we're going to put some gloves on. Next step, I have an old rag that I'm going to go ahead and use to apply it to the carpet, dab it in. So let's get started. I went ahead and removed the center console right here so we can get in all the way to the edge here on that. So this is going to take a while, obviously, so I'll go ahead and cut the tape right now and come back. I'll get half of it done. Cool. Come back, I'll show you how it's going. Then we're going to finish up. So I ended up running out. I went to Walmart and got 4 more of these, but that one that I had wasn't even full. I got most of this side, so we probably won't use all 4 of them, but I got everything they had just in case. So I decided to pull the carpet all the way out. Since it really wasn't held in by much, it just kind of pull out from underneath some of the trim around the doors, and then it just kind of slipped out from underneath the center console. But here we got almost halfway done, and that's pretty good. Going pretty good here. Not even 2 bottles, but the first bottle was already used to do almost half of this. We just got a little bit more around the edge here. I'm going to worry more about the main areas where you're going to see, not so much up here. Kind of just doing it really lightly. As you can see around the edges here, you can still see where it's tan. So here we are. Just finished it, put it back in. Just seeing where we need to touch up if we do. Look pretty good. I think over here on the passenger side, closer to the firewall, might need another coat. It did take all 5 of those bottles I had. Definitely looks pretty good. A little skimpy in some of the spots under the seats, but it's going to be under the seats. No one's going to see it. Only I'll know they're there, and if it bothers me that much, I'll fix it. So, I think it looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Oh, there we go. I zoomed in a little bit close.